Bengals taking on the Broncos. Big game in the AFC. We're going to go over the side and total, as well as a really good prop. That is my favorite play in this game. Welcome, everyone. I'm Andy from WagerTalk, breaking down this game. And you guys know what to do. Hit the like button. Leave me a comment in the comment section. Tell me what your best bet is in this game. Give me a real bet. I know you guys are out there betting this game. Tell me what you like in this one. As always, if you don't have a great comment, you just want to leave a comment that helps boost the algorithm. Type the word party. You got Christmas parties, office parties, you got New Year's Eve parties coming up. Let's have a party. Type the word party in the comment section. Helps me out a ton, guys. All right, let's take a look at the WagerTalk live odds page. So opened at -3.5. Some of the books have moved down to -3. Other books are holding strong at the 3.5. And the total here is open 47.5. This has moved up to 49.5. If you can still find the 3.5s, I'm going to lean towards Denver and 3.5 points. At 3, I'm probably staying away, but I like getting that field goal and a half point, get that little kicker. I just don't trust the Cincinnati Bengals defense, which is going to lead into the prop that I have. If you're looking at NFL team yards per game, the last 3 games, Cincinnati is in the top 10. And Denver is kind of outside the top 20, so it's not great. But we would look at opponents' yards allowed per game. Cincinnati is giving up a lot of yards per game. Their defense just is not very good. They give up 360 yards per game, and that leads into my favorite play for this one is going to be actually Bo Nix. I should have fucking came off that page. Start over and like the beginning, anyways. The Bengals are at home. All right, here we go. Cincinnati Bengals are hosting the Denver Broncos. I've got a lean on the side in this game, and I got a player prop that is actually my favorite bet in this game. Welcome, everyone. I'm Andy from WagerTalk. We're going to talk about that game, and I'm going to give you a nice little promo on a 7-day pass. As always, you guys know what to do. Hit the like button. Leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me your best bet for this game. I know you guys are betting this game. Tell me your best bet that you guys are going to have for this one. If not, code word for the comment section is party. Just type the word party in the comment section. Helps us rank a little bit higher the more comments that we get on YouTube. So there's office parties, there's Christmas parties, there's family parties, New Year's Eve parties. It's a party type of year. So type the word party. All right, let's take a look at the WagerTalk live odds page. This game opened at -3.5. And it's still holding strong. There's -3s out there, but you can still find some -3.5s. And the total opened at 47.5. It's jumped up to 49.5. The Broncos are getting a big help in their secondary. I believe Moss is coming back. They've been awful in the secondary without him, but with him, they've been much better. So I don't think I agree with this line move up to 50.5 because we know Cincinnati's probably going to be able to move the ball, but can they do their part on offense with Moss in the lineup? And then, Denver, I do like their offense, and Cincinnati's defense is bad, but man, this is a pretty big number. And we watched the Bengals play good defense last week against the Browns. Obviously, there was a big quarterback disparity, but they went under in that game. They went under in a game on the road against Dallas recently. So they've had some unders. I wouldn't necessarily pencil them in for an over. I do like the Denver Broncos -3.5. If it's -3, I think I would pass, but -3.5, I think it's worth a little bit of a sprinkle. I know that the Broncos lost last week, 34-27 to Chargers. I have a lot of respect for the Chargers. I think they're a good team. And before that, they beat the Colts. They beat the Browns. They beat the Raiders. They beat the Falcons. I know it's not a murder's row there, but 2-point loss on the road at Kansas City. They've shown they can play with some of the better teams, and that leads to my best bet in this game, which is actually a quarterback prop, Bo Nix, to throw over 1.5 passing touchdowns. You can get this at plus money on some of the sports books, and this is a guy that's gone over this in 5 out of the last 6 games. But what I love is he's gone over this in his last 3 road games. He had 2 against the Chargers. He had 2 against the Raiders. He had 2 against the Kansas City Chiefs. And this Bengals team gives up a ton of passing touchdowns. So last week, they don't give up any to Dorian Thompson Robinson. But before that, Mason Rudolph goes over. Cooper Rush goes over. Russell Wilson goes over. Justin Herbert goes over. Lamar Jackson goes way over. This is a secondary that can absolutely be torched, and I think Bo Nix is up to the task. They're getting a little bit healthier in the running game, but this has been a very suspect rush offense, especially when they get in close. So I like Bo Nix against the Cincinnati Bengals secondary. I think we're getting some. I think we're getting a very favorable price. Why? Because they played well against the Browns. What, third string? The guy, just not really sold on that. Yeah. So Dorian Thompson Robinson was 20 of 34, 2 interceptions, 157 yards. But again, you go back and just look, you can throw on this team. So I'm just looking at some of these stats here. They are 30th in passing touchdowns allowed. So pretty bad. So let's take Bo Nix to throw for over 1.5 touchdowns with a slight lean on the Broncos. I wanted to get to if Moss was out for the Broncos, I would really look towards Joe Burrow over 2.5 passing touchdowns, but I just can't get there. 3 is a ton. He's been doing it a bunch of games in a row, but in the end, I just can't get there. So we'll stick with Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos here. I mentioned 7-day promo. We are still running this birthday special. You can get 7 days for $45 to celebrate my 45th birthday. We're only going to be running this for a few more days, so take advantage of it. As the year is wrapping up, I always like to keep everybody afloat on to how our record looks right now. Time of recording this, we're up 123.5 units last year. That's for 2024, and then plus 210 units. That's number 1 at WagerTalk last 2 years. So last 7 days, depending on what day you're watching this, we're up 15, 16 units. So just short-term results, long-term results, we've got you covered. So this includes all sports. It includes plays from the World Series or the World Championships of Darts. This includes all of our NFL plays and our red hot NHL plays. 17-6 run in NHL. When I get on fire in NHL or NBA, jump on board. And NHL is just red hot. Really happy with some of the work that we've been doing in NHL. So no promo code needed. Just go to my profile page. You get the number 1 handicapper over the last 2 years for 7 days. And the future is looking bright, man. Golf starts on January 2nd. So that's been a sport that we have profited every single year that I've been at WagerTalk. We have profited in motorsports and golf. 100% hit rate. So looking really forward to another successful year in 2025. Good luck on all your plays, guys, and we'll see everyone later.